Welcome to this week's Sick Podcast Anvil Show. I am sorry that we are a day tardy, but yesterday was for the kids and trick or treating. But there's lots to talk about. We'll discuss the game that was last weekend with New Orleans, and then we will forecast what it's going to take to go to Carolina and get a win before the big trip to Frankfurt, Germany. But before all that, Sammy, cue me, please.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. And Bill Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Oh, you guys are usually not on here.
Well, hello, world.
Okay,
pay some bills, baby. Pay some bills.
No kidding. I don't like when you're in my face. But okay, here we go. A word to our sponsors. DraftKings. The NBA season is going strong, and DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking new customers up with an offer that's even stronger. Bet $5 on any game this week to score $200 instantly in bonus bets. And DraftKings isn't stopping there. All customers can take advantage of a sweetener offer every game day. All right. Again, that's a word from DraftKings, our sponsor. Okay, so there we have it. Want to talk football?
Let's talk some football.
Sammy, I will also like my spot back. We discussed this last week. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah. I'm just saying people like, consistency and, they like to see the same thing. So,
You know what? So do I, meaning be on time.
That's impressive.
Shots fired.
Says the guy that's missed a couple shows here recently. Not me this time. This fucking guy over here.
I ain't on vacation. I wasn't on vacation, though.
Call it what you want. Anyway, there was a game that was played in Lucas Oil or something like that.
Is that what it was called?
I don't know, but we gave up video game numbers as far as yardage. Almost 600 yards.
Jesus
Almost 600
Christ.
yards. Almost 600 yards.
How much of that was the second
I
half?
don't care. I don't care
Because that
how much of it
second half was
whatever.
freaking horrible.
The second half was fucking dog shit.
Listen, man, here's the deal, okay? And I try to refrain from becoming that type of fan so that it doesn't echo on our show, which, hits the waves. And many people follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and the X. Yes, that was my cue for that. Sorry, I'm late. But
Nice segue.
thank you, sir. But after a loss, immediately people want to blame somebody, right? This week's GOAT was no other than Sergio Brown. Sergio Brown got beat like a drum all day long. I mean, he got beat like a drum all day long. But then what's even stranger is Shiken. What am I talking about? Shane Steichen. Jesus Christ. Shane Steichen would go on and say that he had no doubts on Sergio Brown coming into the game, and he never thought about taking Sergio Brown out of the game, and that he sticks by his DC, who is best equipped to handle things going forward. I don't know if this is just good merit talk. We don't want to bring any, contentious vibes into the locker room, but this is horseshit to me.
It's gotta be.
So with that, come on, Shane Steichen. Bro, they put up 600 almost on you, man. Like, no. We should have thought about putting him on.
Not acceptable.
Oh my god.
Acceptable.
Even after the game, the Brown was interviewed and he said, "I have to play better." So for him to come out and say all that, he was just trying to keep the negativity out of the locker room. Absolutely.
Well, here's the deal, man. Like, see, this is the thing. This is where I struggle with today's game and just in general how we are taught to go about things. Like, folks, being held accountable isn't saying, yeah, I got to play better. That's horseshit. Like, That's not being held accountable. Being held accountable is getting your ass snatched in the middle of the game and saying, "Hey, you can't cover anybody today, so have a seat. I'm going to hold you accountable as the coach or the position coach or a coordinator or whatever the hell, but you need to sit the hell down." And then, and then holding them accountable is going to the presser and not saying sheet music type statements. Hey, look, the defense was beat to shit today. And defensive side of the ball got to play better. Period. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, they've given up 77 points. 77 points in the last two games, 39-38. I think that's 77. Yeah, 77 points. And I mean, we gave up 500 and let's call it 40 yards this week. And last week or 2 weeks ago, it was probably close to 4. So 900 some yards. It's 77
Not acceptable.
in 2 weeks. Ooh.
No, definitely the defense would have stepped up these last two games. I know the Browns game was because the refs calling their bullshit, but
Okay.
I really
fine.
think, but I think either way, I think if the defense would have showed up better, we could have won both weeks.
Okay, so then this is the problem, right? What is the problem? Like, is
Gustin
it
take his damn blue chews.
okay? Well, he can take those, and that will not affect players. That would be between Gus and his wife. But what I'm getting at is, we got players with very, 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 very outstanding individual stat sheets. I mean, you look at the shit; it doesn't make sense. Every week, Kenny's been a top corner. Every week, Zaire leads the game or leads the league in tackles. Shaquille is looking somewhat better. DeForest Buckner is DeForest Buckner. Grover was Grove before the suspension. Quiddy Pay and Samson Ibukum was looking like shit Mathis and Freeney for about 3 weeks. Like, a lot was going solid. EJ Speed has been out of his mind.
Dial's really coming into his own too.
Dial's been well too. Hell, Juju Brents before the quad looked great. Julian Blackman looked great for a while.
Do we got a return on Juju?
No,
A return date? Because I haven't
Not yet.
seen anything.
nothing. So
Not yet.
yeah, I don't know, bro. But I say all that to say the players are there, right? Like, and I don't want to say somebody has to be to blame because I said I want to refrain from that tonight. But I'm saying, like, listen, man, y'all have been to every home game. We have watched every game. I wasn't a fan of Gus Bradley when we hired him. I wanted Buddy from the Vikings. What was his name? He was used to be the head coach of the Vikings. He had got fired that same offseason as the head coach. The buddy that has, like, I think he has, like, remember he was wearing an eye patch because something happened to his eye. What is the Vikings old coach name? Some bitch. But he's a DC.
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
I think I wanted him because the Vikings defense was pretty stout while he was there. I think I was, for what was available, I think I wanted him. But I'm saying this, like, does an in-season change ever fix these things? Probably not. Interim coordinators, interim coaches, Lord, have we had our fill of that going back to last year. But I'm saying, bro, like, this can't be the way forward. We've had back-to-back heavy zone-minded, non-blitzing type coordinators. That's how Eberflus was. That's now how Gus Bradley is. This cannot work going forward. Is my thoughts. So
the thing is, they have to they go back and watch the friggin' tapes, because when you was blitzing and you was pressuring the quarterback, the game was freaking changed. Why did it? Yeah. But in those games, it took them so long to get to that point. That I don't understand. You know, defenses naturally are supposed to be mega aggressive.
I mean,
Because
the proof's in the pudding with that defensive side of the ball too. It's in black and white. That defense is built for speed and power. You cannot have your speed and power at the same time doing zone coverages, soft coverages, cover twos. You can't do that shit. It's math. It's not possible.
Which is why I struggle with certain things because you play who you play that week, period. So I get it. Like you got a concept for your defense, you have a base defense that travels, right? So whoever comes in, you have things in there to be able to adjust. But the last 2 weeks, PJ Walker and Derek Carr are not predominantly, run heavy quarterbacks that have tons of escapability. Derek Carr can move around and do what he needs to be successful, sure. But you could have like if you just watch the Jacksonville tape, they heated him up all game, and it turned into all the frustrations and all the stresses that Derek Carr's known for. He was yelling at teammates, slamming tablets, you name it, and he was out of his game early. I don't understand why you let guys get comfortable. I don't understand this. I do not understand, like when somebody says, "Why don't you blitz?" and your only question is, "Oh, well, we don't do much of that, but we'll throw it." Why? Like that's just
I'm right there with you, brother.
you know what I'm saying? That's just like when you're like, like I go back to my kid's high school coach. This shit pisses me off. It's 2023. He just graduated, but in 21 and 22, when my boy was still playing, bro, why are you running wing T? What year is it? We went to state finals twice in Las Vegas and played the same team back-to-back years. This team had basically a traditional spread traditional spread, pass the ball around the field type offense. So, if you get down by a few scores and you don't have any type of way to push the ball down the field, you're toast. Why would you come back the second year with the same mentality thinking, oh, my way is going to work, and then get your ass blasted by another 50? First year, we lost by like 60. This year, we lost by, or the second time, so the end of 22, when we went back, we lost by like 50. Why would that be the plan of attack? Now I translate that to the NFL. You have players that make
comfort.
Like, and that type of shit don't make like I'm looking at Gus. look, man, I'm looking at Gus hold his call sheet up. And you know how everybody's like covering their mouth. Like, bro, what are you calling? Like, you're not calling anything. You're calling the same play that you called every other play. Like, stop acting like you're doing something secretive by just holding it up there and saying, run the same shit. Playoff 10 yards. Definitely give him enough to get the first down, and let's hope that he makes a bad pass. That's the fucking play. That's the play. Shit. Okay.
Didn't understand it in Eberflus system. Don't understand it now.
The only thing that's different in Eberflus system is that we literally had to watch our linebackers say hike and just find a spot. That was disgusting to watch. Literally, when the ball is hiked, Eberflus, they just took off running backwards and got to a spot and sat. The difference in this one is slightly they shift around a little bit, and instead of the corners pretending like, "Ooh, I might, play zone," they show man. They'll come up, they'll press you a little bit, and then they shoot out the back. Let me just backpedal and then come up and tackle. How is the plan ever to give you a yard? Like, I would take my monies and risk them all to say that every single play that's ran, that's a pass play, will not be pass interference. I will risk everything I have. I guarantee no ref is going to call, let's say you attempt 40 passes. All 40 passes will not be PI. I guarantee it. I will risk a lot of money. You can probably get a few, but you won't get 40. Most of these quarterbacks are throwing the ball 35 to 40 times a game. Mm-hmm. So instead of you playing slightly aggressive, pressing up, being a little physical, throwing them off their routes, doing the things, you'll rather give them 35 to 40 easy completions, which creates rhythm, which then creates, oh shit, we can never get off the field. The only time we get off the field is when they throw a bad pass or there's a miscoordination of their part. And so it looks as if the defense has done their job, but really they just screwed up. Like, their car screwed up once or twice. That was the only time we stopped him. Like he got sack fumbled. And did he throw a pick?
No.
No. He almost
No.
yeah, he should have threw a pick to Rodney Thompson. Man, motherfucker. Pat.
Yeah, that right
It's
there.
your turn. It's your turn,
No,
Pat.
no.
You go
you
rage.
You keep going. You keep going.
Rage.
I ain't doing it tonight.
Bro, who calls? We have the worst luck. Like, because we talked about the beginning of the game, I was like, we kept looking at each other, slap hands. Like, I say, look now, whoever's calling the Colts game this week was warned. Don't fuck this up. And in the first quarter, bro, I was like, we can do no wrong. Everything's going against New Orleans Saints until it didn't.
That's twice that's happened this year.
Yeah, until it didn't. And then when it didn't, it stopped abruptly.
And it was ugly.
Who the hell? Now I get it. I know how the rules go. Okay. I know how the rules go. Simultaneous possession goes to the offensive receiver. That's been a rule for a while now. Totally get it. Totally get it. But you got to have undeniable evidence to overturn calls that you've made. They made that call in our favor, and that was a huge play. Huge. And they took it away from us. Like, nope. Take that back. Thanks for playing.
That was mine.
Which is horseshit because simultaneous possession to me is both players go up, get the ball some kind of way midair. Offensive player clearly shows possession, hits ground. Just because you got your hands on the ball don't mean you have possession. Rodney had more possessive control over the ball, and I don't care that their knees hit the ground because Rodney had it in his swing of things.
Yep.
And that's how they called it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was
Jesus Christ, man.
shit.
I don't know, bro. This is a wild one, man.
I want to know why the refs hate us.
Listen.
What the hell did we do to those sons of bitches?
Last week we talked about that, and I said perhaps maybe at some point every team feels this way. But this is correct. 2 weeks in a row.
It was like this week. It still wasn't good.
Let's talk about this, bro.
It's been all season.
Why can't we win at home, bro? Why can't we win?
I was saying that. I was saying on the way back to the tailgate at the end of the game. Like, I'm tired of losing at home.
What is this shit about?
People used to fear coming into Lucas Oil Stadium and losing because we couldn't be beat. Now it's the place to fucking win.
We've won like one game at home in the last 9 or 10, bro. What is going on? What is going on?
The stadium's lit every week too.
Lit the hell up.
Lit.
This is crazy. The shit that's going on is crazy.
I will say there was a lot of Saints fans there.
I don't care, bro. They travel well. I get it. But what I'm saying, and I don't expect, favorable calls or nothing like that because we're at home. But what I'm saying is like the team is behind you. So take the risk, take those chances, bro. You at home. Like, I'm gonna heat your ass up and I'm gonna make them call something. We're at home. That's way easier to do with everybody screaming 107, 108 decibels that they're throwing up there on the board, third and whatever. That's way easier to do than being in a hostile environment, barely can get the call in and trying to blitz when they have everything going in there. Like, I don't understand the concepts. Not to mention, let's switch to the offensive side of the ball. Jesus Christ, Gardner. Two more turnovers. Well, should have been. He threw the one interception. The thing was, luckily they picked it up, but they called incomplete because I thought that was a sack fumble, but it wasn't.
Thank God.
12 carries for Jonathan Taylor after having 11 in the first half, 1 in the second half. This split that we talked about between Zach and Jonathan Taylor, we still can't figure that out. The dude had 82 yards in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, yeah.
Ended with 95 because he had one. Well, I think he had 2 carries in the second half. I don't know. Moral of the story, what is that? And then he said, Shane said, well, Zach did break a big one. So did Jonathan Taylor. What are we talking about? Like, what? So did he. I don't know, man.
I mean,
I don't know, bro.
it just seems like he's not going with his philosophy, man. Pass the school run to win. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
Mm.
And I hate to say that because I love it. I love that mentality and I love Shane, but you're not sticking to it, bro.
So here's
Not
another
at all.
question.
Yeah, see, he comes in, and that was supposed to be the identity of this team, that philosophy, and the four pillars that he set out. And I agree with you, Acosta. We're not seeing his philosophy and the
Well,
identity of this team.
I have to disagree. I think
I
we
mean,
are.
we are to a point.
I think we are, but I think we're seeing it and we're not getting the results. We're the only team to score 20 in every game. We're still scoring, 30 plus. I don't even know what our average is, but it's top 5 average in points. Now we're giving up a shit ton too. But more of the story, like, yeah, I think the philosophy is on full display. We're just not getting the W's. Now, should we have potentially 3 more W's? Yeah. One can say, even though it was a shitty start to the Rams game, could have won that. Definitely should
Should
have
have won
won.
that.
Should have won Cleveland for sure. Both of the
I mean,
Jacksonville
that's not
games, blur. And then we had a pretty solid hold on this game to me, on this New Orleans game, until we didn't. And so
inconsistency.
these are the things, like third and fourth quarters. Jesus Christ, bro. Hang it up. But I don't know what we do. Gardner Minshew. I feel like a key thing he needs to have with the man in the mirror. So something he needs to talk to himself about. You told Anthony Richardson, hey man, I'm gonna hold it down until you're back. You're playing worst. You're playing worse than I think Anthony Richardson could have played at his worst all season.
I really feel like pulling a Friday Night Lights on him and like taking a ball, putting it in his hands and wrapping him up
That's
with
what I'm
duct
saying.
tape and like hang on to the damn football, son.
The rate of turnovers is incredible. like, I don't know if I've seen anything like this, man. This is incredible. Like the interception that he threw, who the hell were you throwing it to? After coming off of that was Zach's big run drive. Run. I think we had an injury on the field. I think it was a Saints guy came back in, threw that crazy pass. Dude was like, oh, yeah. Fair catch punt. Like he threw a fair catch punt. Like what? How is that what you saw, man? What oh shit. So go back to the man in the mirror, Gardner. Okay. We're not going to shut it down on you just yet. Because goodness gracious, people are calling for Sam. And listen, when Sam comes in, just forfeit the rest of our games. Fuck it. Just
I mean, you want to talk about he has better ball security, but you want to talk about someone who hangs onto the ball too long.
yeah, facts, bro. I don't listen, man. I don't know because I mean, there's nothing out there.
At least Sam's got a pocket presence.
Okay, fine, but Sam is this tall.
Why the hell's Gardner sit back there and think he's got all fucking day? Nothing's going to ever interfere with his plans.
Well, Sam is this tall.
Well, I ain't saying put Sam in. I'm saying learn
And
that
Sam-
damn pocket presence.
Sam can throw the ball this far. See that?
I've seen it.
Dear God.
Is that what you want?
I didn't say I wanted Sam.
Which begs another question. Now that we're talking offense, let's just talk the entire team. Should your father, Mr. Chris Ballard, should he had made a
Daddy.
deal of some sort? We don't know what he attempted to do. We don't know. I hate when that becomes the stigma. Hey, well, since no one came in, we didn't try. I highly doubt that that's the truth.
I do too.
But I also
do too.
seen some deals that were fucking ridiculous. If you can get Chase Young for a second round pick, and you're not generating a really good pass rush, you get Chase Young for a second round pick. I'm just saying. or Montez Sweat for a second,
for a third.
or third, or whatever.
A third,
you,
it was a third.
You bring those dudes in at all costs. I mean, I get it. We was hearing Jalen Johnson from Chicago, cornerback.
Jerry
Apparently,
Jeudy.
the Bears want to keep him. Jerry Jeudy. Like I don't. At this point, I don't know if a receiver helps because we don't have the QB one. Like maybe you just stick with what you got. Like the points have not really been a problem.
No, I mean our receiving core's been doing solid.
We can't stop shit. Like, fuck.
Not acceptable.
What? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
What he said.
Bullshit.
This should be the title of the friggin' show tonight. Not acceptable.
Okay. All right, man. Okay.
Clyde needed a breather for a second.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So let's move on. Look, last week, close the book. All right. Close it down.
Close. That's close.
Let's move on to Carolina. Oh, by the way, got their first win against the Houston Texans. They stink. If you let a team off the snide, they were 0-6 and they got their first W, you stink. But
And it's all because why did they win, Clyde?
Gave up play calling.
From and who?
oh, Frank
finally gave up the play calling to his
well.
OC.
Hey, wait.
And look what fucking happened.
Hold on. It wasn't like it was a barn burner. They had 15 fucking points. Relax. The Texans just are worse. The Texans are literally worse. Let's just not do that. I mean, we beat them, for God's sake. Anyway, here's the deal. All right, listen. At this matchup was going to be originally touted as the 1 versus the 4, but yes, Anthony is gone for the year. So that allure is now not in this game. And man, I hate to say this, bro, but in all honesty, this shouldn't even be anything that we have a laundry list to talk about. We should manhandle Carolina. We should go to Carolina and win by. It should be 35-7. Is what it should be. But lo and behold, we'll go down there and get our ass kicked. I don't have any.
My answer is going to be short and sweet.
Okay.
Do the complete opposite of what we've done the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, that's that.
Bruh.
Sum it up like that.
and guess what? It will be 35-7.
Oh well, I don't have a lot of faith right now. Mind you,
you know what I mean.
I have purchased tickets to fly to a whole other continent to see this damn team in 2 weeks, and I'm afraid. Like, fuck. I mean, it'll be fun because it's Germany, but damn, could have watched this shit show on TV. Okay, Pat, talk to me, man. I'm not losing my faith in the boys in blue, but you know what?
It's all right. We're fans. We invested a lot of time, energy, and money into this organization. And then when you have a piss poor showing like that, it's all right to get upset. It's all right. Nobody's questioning your fanhood.
Okay, who's with the phone? Who needs a home?
It's because I'm on my Mac. Sorry.
Fucking baby Huey over here.
I'm on my Mac and I didn't have the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, fix
blah,
the thing.
The blah.
It's fixed.
Yeah, fix the thing.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm about to fix you too.
All right. Anyway, sticking on task. Carolina Panthers. Okay, keys of victory. Let's do this. I'm not okay.
At some point, they got to start listening. They got to start listening to us.
Of us.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I like it. I like it.
I love it.
Shane Steichen, tune the hell in.
Week in and week out, we see these gaping holes, especially in our defense. And we point it out every week, and it's not getting fixed.
You don't think they watching film?
If we can friggin' see it, why can't they see it and fix it?
Bruh.
If everybody at home can see it and agrees with us, all the comments that we get all the time, they see it. Why can't the organization see it? I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of the inconsistency. I'm tired of not being aggressive on defense. Look at the talent that we have on this team. Whenever they do get aggressive, we freaking dominate.
You're preaching to the choir on this fucking panel.
I don't know what to say going into week 9 right now.
You know what's kind of funny, Pat? If you don't look quick, but you look quick, you kind of look like Gus Bradley. Maybe you should go move in and take him out. You'll take Gus out and then show up in Carolina.
No, because I guarantee you he's still 1,000 times smarter than I will ever be.
Say, hey, Gus, did you eat a lot this week?
I mean, honest to God, if we see this week in and week out, they've got to. But why ain't they getting it fixed? You know, one game you're running a system and it didn't work. Okay,
Sammy,
I get that.
You put Gus Bradley up?
Don't do it, Sammy.
Please, can you put Gus Bradley up? Really?
Don't do it.
Look, I don't know if it'll show well. Look, it's probably not.
No, it's
well. Oh, the light. Oh, the light. I need Gus Bradley.
No,
we gonna sneak Gus Bradley. We gonna sneak the new Gus Bradley, Patrick Dorff line 1 into Carolina. Just like the Michigan Stafford was on Central Michigan.
He said fucking Pat Bradley.
He gonna say, "Hey Gus, did you have Thanksgiving early this year?" We got a little heavy this week, but we like the calls though. We like this aggressive thing. Just blitz go. We didn't even practice that blitz.
Did you get a new haircut?
Every play we're blitzing,
bro. He looks just like him. Gus. Don't have no hair either, and he got the little goatee. I'm telling you, man. Look at Gus Bradley. Look him on your phone, and put him.
I know what he looks like.
Pat's just larger, but we might be able to get away with that.
That's shorter than him too.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
I have a picture with him somewhere.
All right, keys to victory. Keys to victory. Keys to victory here, Costa. Or is it Jordan Tweet? Do the opposite. Is that your keys?
I mean, yes. Do the exact opposite. Yes.
We are terrible. We're terrible. Fuck, we're terrible. I don't want this. I don't want this for us. We're terrible.
I don't either. I just want to go in here and be like, I want to see the same shit, the same play calls, like as far as like consistent play calling, like aggressive defensive play calls, but we're not getting that shit.
No, we're not. It's terrible. All right, man. Listen, here's Clyde's keys to victory. I don't even know where. Literally, the Carolina Panthers are last in everything. I think they're terrible. So just be the better team. I don't know. I don't even know what you say.
I mean, the fucking Detroit Lions this year. That the Detroit Lions.
What is going on?
10 years,
bro. What is going on, bro? When I am nervous to play the Carolina Panthers, what is going on? What is going on with Jonathan Taylor back? Michael Pittman's playing great. Josh Downs. Alec Pierce has made some catches when he needed to.
Ogletree looks good.
Like he's mentioned before, we got all these defensive players. Like, why am I nervous to play the 1-6 Carolina Panthers?
Coaching.
Jesus Christ. Oh, and last but not least, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the third and final rookie quarterback finally getting an opportunity. And guess what he does? He only goes out and throws 4 touchdowns and has everybody talking around the league like, oh, did every team mess up by skipping on Levis?
He had one fucking game.
Mayo in your coffee, baby. Right now, he the talk of the league. Now tomorrow they go to Pittsburgh. I think.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. Pittsburgh's defense is pretty solid, but their offense is pretty atrocious. So, if you get more points in the team, then you win. So that might be the case there. But
way to break it down.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. But someone actually said this, and initially I wanted to like overreact and be like, "What the fuck?" But then I thought, like, so one game, but technically we only seen AR in 2.5 if you add up all his quarters. Is Levis the better quarterback than AR?
Yeah,
Well,
to be determined.
Look, both talking at the same time. Yeah. Let's hear it.
You can't make those comparisons. That Levis has got one game. Anthony's got what, 2.5, like you just said.
Something like that.
You can't make those comparisons yet.
That's the type of shit I've been getting from people too.
And the thing, to me, you can't crown them franchise quarterbacks yet either.
Crown them. Yeah,
they don't have enough.
Crown their ass.
They don't have enough time on the field to say it.
Okay, well,
but in the same breath, they don't have enough time on the field to dismiss them either. And there's a lot of fans on Titans too, and us. There's a lot of them out there that's already dismissing Anthony.
Yeah, I remember me at the draft. I was like, look at Will Levis now. And he was losing his shit. That one over there. That guy. So on your screen, the guy on the right.
Not this guy. That one over there.
Oh, I've seen that.
Wait, right here. And I'll say to you, like I've said to everybody else, he's had one fucking game. Fucking chill the fuck out.
Bruh.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right. So we gotta, we are part of Sick Podcast. And unfortunately, Sammy and his family are Titans fans. So I thought I'll mention old Mayo Levis.
Mayo.
Pretty solid. He looked pretty damn solid. I feel like we have to give the man credit because guess what? He played better than Gardner Minshew did. Just saying.
He did.
Shout out to Vinny too. Is it Vinny? No, Sal. Sal's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Sal is hilarious. He did his mayo and his coffee for the morning. I don't know if he actually drunk that shit. If he did, he's disgusting. But that was awesome. Way to make an amazing X to start the day. That was pretty great. Monday morning, mayo on your coffee. All right, scores prediction, boys, before we get out of here.
37-7.
Johnny.
Our defense is never giving up 7 points. Carolina will have 31 easily. But anyway, we'll like it. As long as we get the 37, we'll take 7 or 31. It'll be closer to 31. I would love. Anybody got the spread? What's the spread?
I have no clue.
I gotta check the spread.
I'll pull it.
What's the over?
Open up your DraftKings.
68.
Courtesy of our sponsor, DraftKings.
Our over under has to be 68. We can't stop shit. Oh my god. Oh yes. There you go. Give DraftKings some love. What's the over under DraftKings? Be nice to us now. Uh-oh.
You see that?
No, I can't.
You see this? Can't see that?
Fuck no. Just tell us.
44.
Over under's 44. Well, there you go, Pat. Well, no, he's at 37-7. That's 44.
Hey!
That's fucking go.
Hey, you better make that bet, motherfucker.
Wow, that's crazy. Unless you cheated. Did you cheat?
No.
Come on, Gus Bradley.
I never cheat.
You cheat.
I never cheat.
That's fucking cool. He got it right. Okay, all right. Score predictions. What you got, Costa?
Oh.
Stop playing with your. You're
30.
playing with your.
Whoa, slow down, buddy. It's a family show.
You're playing with your mic. Stop.
Ooh,
Somebody's.
That's Pat.
I'm sitting right here.
Well, quit touching your mic.
I'm not touching my mic.
You're gross. Anyway, what's the score?
30-21.
That doesn't equal
Colts.
44.
Okay. And
44.
okay, 44-0.
Panthers.
Dude,
Bruh. And bruh. The what?
All right. Okay, here we go.
30-21. Colts. Jesus.
All right. We've scored 20 in every game, so we stay with that. But we lose 24-20. 44. 24-20 Carolina. I have no faith. Sorry. What do you want from me?
I'm done.
Excellent. Okay.
I'm done.
Any last words from Gus Bradley? Are you going to blitz this week?
no,
Yeah, Pat Bradley.
Damn it.
no. We're gonna try a different scheme, and Blitz is just not in that scheme this week. So, but what we are going to do is we're going to leave that middle of that field open, and we're going to trick them. We're going to think it's wide open, and then we're going to have our speedsters come in and take that ball away, because that's the way I designed it. We're going to continue with my schemes.
Dude, the middle of that field's more open than a freaking stripper's legs, bro.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast and Bill Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.